back after the lunch. Now we are about to start the technical session number 2, which is going to be chaired by the chairperson of the session, Mr. Peram Prasada Rao. Before he takes on to preside the technical session, I would like to say a few words about Mr. Peram Prasada Rao. Mr. Peram Prasada Rao is the founder and CEO of TechnoBiz, a renowned international resource center dedicated to the polymer industries and process technologies. Established in Thailand in 2005, TechnoBiz under his leadership has become a pivotal hub for global rubber industry professionals, offering educational programs, trade events, and technical conferences worldwide. With over 22 years of experience, Mr. Rao has spearheaded initiatives like the GRTE Expo in Bangkok and the virtual event series Rubber Industry Tech Talk. TechnoBiz also serves as a prominent publisher of specialized books and provides essential marketing and branding services tailored to the rubber industry. Mr. Rao holds degree in chemical engineering and environmental engineering, reflecting his deep expertise and commitment to advancing the sector's capabilities and global reach. Let's welcome Mr. Peram Prasada Rao on stage with a big round of applause. I would request Mr. Rao to preside over the technical session number 2.
Thank you very much. Hey guys, please take your seats. Please take your seats. Get started. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, we are in this technical session 2, and we have very interesting topics and focusing on the sustainability and also the silica. So our first topic is on the untreated and treated precipitated silica for tire and rubber products by Dr. Bijan Roy. He is the Vice President R&D and Technical Services at Madhu Silica Private Limited. This morning we heard about his boss. Nice message. So let me brief about Dr. Bijan Roy. He's a as I mentioned to you, he's a R&D head for the Madhu Silica, and with his PhD in chemistry and over 30 years of experience, he is a distinguished member of ASTM, ACS, FICS, IRI, ISAS, and ITAS. Dr. Roy has published 50 papers and holds 5 patents in his field. So join me to welcome Dr. Bijan Roy. Before I invite him, this is a learning session, and I do encourage you to learn, at the same time ask questions and network with Dr. Bijan Roy. Join me to welcome Dr. Bijan Roy.
Thank you, Session Chairman, for your nice introduction. And today I'm here to speak about our precipitated silica, its applications, and all kind of its different, or what I say that is the new generation precipitated silica, which are coming out very nicely. And before starting this precipitated silica technical presentation, I just like to highlight the key points of our company. The Madhu Silica Private Limited was founded in 1978. It is headquartered in Bhavnagar, Gujarat. And we manufacture precipitated silica. More than 60 grades we are manufacturing day in, day out. Our capacity is 295,000 tons per annum. And almost 50% production we export to the world, all over the world, mostly in Europe. And our last turnover is USD $200 million in 2023. Now let me start our technical presentation about silica. So the content of a silica, I have, it splits into 5 key areas. Firstly, it is the precipitated silica and how it is manufactured. The second, it starts with the application of precipitated silica. And it is a very hot topic in rubber and tire industries why precipitated silica is used. And not only is using continuously, it is gaining more momentum in everywhere in rubber and tire industries. And since we are manufacturing different kind of silicas, different precipitated silica, different grades, so I will touch upon some of the grades which are very important for the rubber and tire applications. And lastly, the perspective and conclusion. Now, when you talk about the precipitated silica, normally people, everywhere, technologists also say silica. They are not saying about precipitated silica. They are calling in an abbreviation form, that is the silica only. So I will just this slide shows silica is a product. It is available in the nature. Also, silica is a product which is synthetically manufactured in the plant. So our silica, we call it amorphous silica, and technically it is synthetic amorphous silica, SAS, which is having a particular CAS number. And the natural product is silica also, that is crystalline nature. So our silica, that is the precipitated silica, which are manufacturing day in, day out, is safe product. It has no hazardous constituent in it. And we market under these 2 categories, that is precipitated silica, that is marked with some reddish color, and surface treated silica. So my topic, today's topic is untreated silica and treated silica for rubber and tire applications. Now, the first question what we are asking, because silica, it is the natural silica, and precipitated silica, it is manufactured synthetically in the plant. So how does we manufacture precipitated silica? So we are taking silica sand, that is a natural product. That sand is fused together with soda ash to form sodium silicate. That sodium silicate is the starting raw material of making precipitated silica. So this is a formation of a regular silica manufacturing process where after sodium silicate preparations, sodium silicate glass manufacturing, we dissolve this solid or cullets, we call it cullets, are dissolved in hot water and temperature, using temperature and pressure to make it in a liquid form, which is a starting material. So liquid sodium silicate is a base, is an alkali. That alkali is being acidified with sulfuric acid to make or to precipitate silica out from the wet aqueous reactions. So it is entirely the wet process of preparing precipitated silica from the natural source, sand. Now everybody, everywhere, we are talking about the sustainability. So it is the natural source, depletion, or one kind of, though it is a safe product, but it is a manufacturing from the natural depletion of the natural source, sand. And the manufacturing process is classified or divided into three main categories. One is the precipitation, is the reaction, that is the heart for manufacturing precipitated silica. Second process is the filtration and washing means removal of impurities. And last followed by is the drying, that is the product you see day in, day out. Now, the previous slide, which shows to make precipitated silica from the natural sand. Here, we are making silica. We have not commercially now come up. It is only in the pilot scale, and it is proven. And we are maybe our commercial, maybe now we are planning to come out commercial product in 2025 first quarter. So we'll be making precipitated silica from rice husk, which is used as a biofuel. So from the waste material, from the bio-waste material, we are making precipitated silica. So as in my previous slide I have showed that precipitated silica, the starting raw material is the sodium silicate. Sodium silicate is a base reacting with acid to make out precipitated silica. Here, the starting material is rice husk. So this rice husk is used as a fuel in the boiler or any kind of thing. So it is used as a fuel. So after the fuel, after its purpose, it becomes the ash. So it is a waste material. That ash contains almost 80% silica. So that ash has to be digested with some alkali to make sodium silicate. So from the previous slides, where we are making precipitated silica from regular production, that is sodium silicate produced by sand and soda ash. Here we are producing sodium silicate by rice husk ash and then by acidification. And the entire plant which we are designing is a geo-liquid discharge plant. So everything will be circular technology, no waste, and any product which is byproduct in the manufacturing of precipitated silica is also a very viable product used in the industry. This is a flow diagram. Just here, this is the ash digester. So ash is being digested to get the sodium silicate liquid. And the difference is, here in the regular process, sodium silicate is being acidified with sulfuric acid to make precipitated silica. Here, we are going to prepare precipitated silica by acidifying with carbon dioxide. So in the regular process where sodium sulfate is the impurity level, here the impurity level is being again converted into calcium carbonate, a byproduct which is very useful in the rubber industries. So from this circular technology where no waste, zero liquid discharge, everything is in pipeline, so we'll be making silica main, but with an additional byproduct is a calcium carbonate. Now, precipitate silica, it is very useful in myriad of applications, many applications, starting from rubber applications, non-rubber applications. And rubber, as you know, it is very common to everybody. The tire is the major source which take precipitate silica, industrial rubber, any kind of industrial rubber, silicone rubber, footwear, and so many. Similarly, for non-rubber applications also it is used in various applications like paint, paper, oral care, because the toothpaste what we're making is composed of precipitated silica. So it is a very useful product, it's a very useful chemical which has myriad of applications, various applications, and so many. But the thing is that the precipitate silica, the chemicals, it is only precipitate silica. SiO2 is the molecule. But it has applications in various industries. So the difference is the functional difference, where precipitate silica, when it is used in a rubber and tire, it is used as a reinforcing material. When it is used in the oral care applications, when it is in the toothpaste, manufacturing toothpaste application, here it is used as a thickening agent or making the body, making the toothpaste, that is the rheology control, or it can give the cleaning efficacy of the toothpaste. When it is used in paint and coating, it gives a better quality or hiding properties of the exterior paint. When it is in the thermal cosmetic, it is used in the tableting agent or as an anti-caking agent. When it is food and feed, any vitamins, the animal feed, the vitamins are in the liquid form or in some resinous form that can be handled very with difficulty. But when you put silica, it acts as a carrier. It can absorb liquid to make it a solid powder. So here it is used as a carrier agent. So everywhere, silica being the same chemical formula, but can act by the different functional applications. Now, since it is the forum of rubber and tire applications, so the precipitated silica is being used as a reinforcing material, reinforcing filler. Now, what is the reinforcing filler? If we just give a thought of that, the particle size is the only important parameter which dictates which filler will be reinforcing or which is not reinforcing or semi-reinforcing, that kind of thing. So particle size, if you look at, there are, in the rubber and tire industries, there are only two fillers which give rise to the reinforcing capacity. One is carbon black, black filler, and the other is white filler, that is silica. So the filler, the particle size of the filler must be very low, that is in the range of 10 to 100 nanometer, the primary scale. I am talking about the primary scale, primary particle. The particle size of the primary particle size of the filler, if it is 10 to 100 nanometer, then only it gives the characteristics of reinforcing ability in the rubber and tire matrix. So you can see these are the only reinforcing filler. This is the semi-reinforcing filler. The particle size, bigger particle size, is the non-reinforcing filler, like your barium sulfate, tal, calcium carbonate, or precipitated calcium carbonate kind of. So these are non-reinforcing filler, but only the reinforcing filler is silica and carbon black. Now, this is the particle size. What about the particle shape? Normally, what we are producing in the precipitated silica, these are irregular shape. And depending on the drying capacity, it might be the agglomeration might be in the spherical or might not be spherical, or it is a random shape kind of. But we have a capacity, we are able to produce silica with perfect spheres for oral care applications. We would like to see its application, extended application to other in the tire and rubber industries as well. So shape, what you see as a powder, it is an agglomerated product. What you see in the granular, it is an agglomerated of rod-shaped product. And some micropulp product, there is a dust-free product, it is also an agglomerated product. But these are the particle size. So this is the actual scenario of what we see in the final product. And this is the particle size of the primary particle, which we cannot see on open naked eye. Only microscopic views can distinguish the particle size in the form of nanometer kind of thing. Now, why precipitated silica is so popular nowadays? I'm just taking an example in the silica tire applications. The primary function is the reinforcing. As I said, that the silica and carbon black are the only reinforcing chemical or reinforcing filler in the rubber and tire industries. Apart from this reinforcing, precipitated silica gives rise to lower rolling resistance, which is a primary need, which is a mandatory need for less fuel consumption, less carbon dioxide emission. It has an inherent characteristics of giving better tear resistance, adhesion. So in the tire or any kind of rubber finished product, there are some filler, rubber, and metal or reinforcing material. So adhesion between this inhomogeneous material, silica plays an important role. So these are the functional requirement of a rubber product, which can only be fulfilled by using precipitated silica. Now, the precipitated silica, due to its characteristics or due to its inherent property, or which always in the rubber industry or any dynamic product, it gives a better rolling resistance, it gives higher weight grip. That is the safety part and fuel efficiency part. It is a characteristics of precipitated silica when we compare with other filler, other reinforcing filler, carbon black. Now, these two reinforcing filler, there is a carbon black and precipitated silica, that is the white filler versus black filler. If you look at the product, we cannot, on an aggregate scale, because what we are receiving or what we are supplying or what we are producing, if you look at, or visually you can try to distinguish between these two feelers, you can distinguish by color only. By color only. Nothing, no other parameters. That is on an aggregate scale, that what we can see. On an aggregate scale, silica and carbon black have the similar appearance. Similar appearance. But when we look at the atomic scale, that is the microscopic view, the transmission electron microscope or same SEM kind of stereo electron microscope, then we can see the molecule of silica and the molecule of carbon and its surface activity. The main difference is the surface is, in case of carbon black, it is concentrated with, it is densified with organic components, kind of ketone, lactone, ethylene kind of thing, whereas in silica, all the surface is concentrated with hydroxyl group, which is much polar. So it is, in the atomic scale, if you look at deeply, you can see the difference is very prominent, very clear. So at the atomic scale, silica and carbon black are significantly different. And as a result of which, when we mix silica in the rubber compound, vis-a-vis carbon black in the rubber compound, we'll get different kind of things. So it is always give high viscosity, slow cure, because silica to some extent acidic, so it gives a slow cure nature. Cross-link density will be not like carbon black. Modulus will also be lower. Better heat aging, it gives a better heat aging property because silica is very active in that sense. Active means very inert. In that case, active means heat aging means it should not be affected by application of heat or by the heat generated during the rolling of a dynamic product. So, main advantage between carbon black and silica when you are not using any seal and coupling agent is the tear resistance, the cut growth resistance, or the heat buildup. These are the main advantages between carbon black or over the carbon black when we are not putting any seal and coupling agent. But when we put seal and coupling agent, that the deficient parameter or deficiency characterized are also achieved as like carbon black. So the abrasion, that is the life of the product, will be equal. Your high resilience heat buildup is matching, hysteresis is low. Every property can be achieved of a carbon black in terms of durability, in terms of wear properties when we use seal and coupling agent. Now, coming to my fourth content, that is the grades of precipitate silica and characterizations. We are producing variety of grades, a very huge number of grades. I will just highlight some of the grades. So, Muthu Silica's product portfolio covers a wide range of silica surface area suitable for tire manufacturer. And everybody is talking about the silica, either it is conventional silica or highly dispersible silica. We are making both. Products are offered in 3 different physical forms. It might be powder, granule, and all this. So I'll just give you an example of So these are the products, say low surface area category, where we categorized it between 50 surface area, BAT surface area 50 to 150, 150 to 200, that is called medium surface area product, and the high surface area product. So under this conventional silica grades, we have this category. I will not go into details the specifications. Under low surface area silica, which are very easily dispersible and can be loaded more in the rubber compound, and which are nowadays is very popular for winter tire applications. These are the grades we are offering. Highly dispersible silica in the micropulp form, these are the very popular grade, what we're supplying to our customers in the micropulp form or dust-free form. And nowadays, what people are using or trying, the momentum of getting high surface area is a choice of customers, and they are taking this. So we have the medium surface area, highly dispersible silica, high surface area, highly dispersible silica. And these are the high surface area silica product, like 240 surface area or 300 surface area. It gives an overall performance of the product. Now, if you say just conventional silica or highly dispersible silica, the same silica, same Si2 molecule, what is the difference? Difference is in the inner part. It is in the atomic scale, which we, with some equipment, we can utilize, but not entirely. So these are the differences where we can identify conventional silica from the highly dispersible silica. And the highly dispersible silica, the name indicates it is dispersed well. And if it is dispersed well in the rubber matrix, automatically the product which is made out of this highly dispersible silica will give rise to better performance. So this is an example. Since we are making or differentiating product with on the basis of surface area, so we can take a conventional silica of same surface area with the highly dispersible silica. So for example, this study is 170 kind of surface area, conventional 170, highly dispersible 170. So we see all the physical properties are